Hello again, everybody. This is Rocketrickj18 from the launching pad. And today I'm going to show you some cards, mostly some cards from my set build in progress, the 1940 play ball set. And this is a black and white set produced by Gum Inc., the same fellows that brought you in a later day the Bowman cards. And some of these cards you have seen before and some of them not. So in order to save time, I'm just going to skip right to the reason that you're here and the reason that I'm here, and that's to show these cards. So the first card I have is number 6, Lefty Gomez. Most of these cards will be in SGC holders. A few are in PSA holders. And I generally find that I can get cards that look as nice as I am interested in paying for at a price a little bit lower in the SGC holders. And I also like the way the SGC holders look. So this is Lefty Gomez. The backs of these cards are pretty simple. They give the vital statistics and then a sort of a paragraph talking about some of the playing statistics from the preceding year or other preceding years, along with an advertisement for the play ball cards themselves. And then, of course, the copyright information is at the bottom of the card. So that's Lefty Gomez. This card came into my collection at the Strongsville show a couple months ago, and the price is still on it. I probably should take that off, but I didn't pay that much for it, so I guess that's a bit of a savings there. Ted's this is not his rookie card because he has a 1939. 1939 was his rookie year, and he has a 1939 play ball card. So this is his second year card, and it tells you a little bit about how he did the preceding years. In his rookie year, he batted .327, 185 hits, 31 home runs. Second in doubles with 64. So it's all obviously exciting everybody with prospects of things to come. And the next year, of course, is when he hit 400. So one of his running mates all the way back to San Diego days is the Bobby Doerr from the Boston Red Sox also, obviously. And Bobby Doerr's card number 38. That's probably about the best grade you're going to see in these cards today. Next card is Hank Greenberg. And give a shout out to Brian Roth, who displayed his Greenberg collection on Dan's Vintage PC. And he did a great job of showing off his collection, and Dan did a great job of interviewing him, and I think I certainly recommend that you look at Dan's video or look at Brian's channel and check out some of his cards there. Most of his cards are Hank Greenberg. That's who he collects, and he's all in on Hank Greenberg, and it's a wonderful collection. It's anybody would be envious of the cards that he has. So that's card number 40. Next is a PSA slab, and this is I want to say Cleveland Indians. No, he's with the Detroit Tigers at this time. He had been with Cleveland, and Earl Averill is a Hall of Famer, as is Hank Greenberg and Ted Williams, obviously. Lefty Gomez. Many of the players that you're going to see are definitely Hall of Famers. This is in a grades as an X-Mint 5 and a card number 46. And the next card to show is number 69 in a VG 3.5 for Cookie Lavagetto. And next is Bucky Walters, who is a manager in these days, and on the flag there in front, it indicates that his Cincinnati Reds were the 1939 pennant winners. They would win in 1940 again the National League pennant, but this time they would come out on top of the Yankees in the 1940 World Series. And so this is Bucky's card number 73. Also in a PSA slab is the 1940 play ball of JoJo Moore, card number 84. And this is on a PSA slab in an excellent 5. Another Hall of Famer is Mel Ott of the New York Giants, card number 88, in a good 2 condition. The next few cards are ungraded, and this is Frank Demery, or Demery. He was an outfielder for the New York Giants, card number 90. And these cards are ungraded, so you can see that these cards also have some condition issues with tape marks on the back of the cards. Next is Mulcahy, Hugh Noyes Mulcahy, pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies, card number 95. Also in a ungraded condition, Heine Mueller, or Muller, depending on how you feel about it, card number 96. Number 97 is Morris Arnovich, an outfielder with the Philadelphia Phillies, not a Hall of Famer. This is card number 98, Merrill May, also known as Pinky May. And Pinky is a Phillies third baseman. Some staining on the back of the card here. So you can see that, again, these are not in perfect condition by any means. The next card is Hirsch Martin. He's got some pretty wild eyebrows there, I will say that for him. Card number 100 from the Philadelphia Phillies, an outfielder. Now we're back to some graded cards. Hall of Famer Lloyd Weiner is card number 105. And this is in a SGC 3 holder. His 1940 play ball card bears his nickname, Little Poison. His brother Paul was Big Poison, and he's the next card in the set, which I have, but it's in a binder. So I'm going to skip over to a couple of Walter Johnson cards. Now, I personally think that the SGC holder at 1.5 is in better condition overall than the PSA holder in a PSA 3. The back side of the cards are this writing here is on the protective sleeve, not on the card itself or on the holder itself. So these cards all both look to be in very good condition on the back. But if I had to say which one is slightly better, just looking at the corners, I'd say this one is. So, take that under for what it's worth. I don't think it's worth a whole lot because I'm certainly proud to own either one of these cards, and because I do own them. So anyway, Walter, of course, is a Hall of Famer. Here is a guy who was a pretty good ball player, pictured here with the Washington Senators. He also played for the Chicago White Sox earlier in his career. I think his career was probably shortened a little bit just by the coming of the Second World War, although I don't know that to be a fact. I'd say by the time the war ended, his career probably would have been over anyway. So this is Zeke Bonora. Next is Hall of Famer Jimmy Fox in a Boston uniform, which is where he was by 1940. Jimmy's, I think he's in the 1941 play ball set. I'm not positive about that. This is a poor one, but again, I got it at a price that was good enough to justify why it's a 1, and you can tell right away why it's a 1 by looking at the back. The front is a little harder to tell. There do not appear to be any creases, although there's definitely wear on all the corners, and the centering is not very good. I don't know how much of that enters into PSA's grading, but definitely the glued paper on the back of the card. That's what that is. It's not missing paper. It's extra paper. So that's the Jimmy Fox. Another Hall of Famer here is from the Gas House Gang. Although this is pictures him as a Pittsburgh Pirate, and I believe he was a coach by then, manager. Okay, so he was obviously the manager before. I don't know who came before. If there was another manager between Frankie Frisch and oh my goodness, Danny Murtaugh. This is a SGC older flip in a grade good 2, card number 167. And I believe I did mention that Frankie Frisch is in the Hall of Fame, along with a number of other members of the Gas House Gang. Next is another PSA flip, and this is Dolph Luque, the great Cuban pitcher for the New York Giants. This is in a grade VGX, which is a 4, and it shows it as being miscut, and that's on the front, and it's got you can tell by looking at the down here as compared with up here, it's what we sometimes call a diamond cut, and it's also off center. And the last card is my most recent pickup, along with those ungraded cards that you saw earlier. This is Tony Lazzeri. Tony Lazzeri was a part of Murderers Row, the famed 1927 Yankees. He's on a couple of the premium cards, and the one that I can think of the most is I think he's on the glossy version of the R311 series. Or yes, I believe that's a 311. 310 is the Butterfinger series. So that's what I have to show you regarding my play ball cards. And I have one other card to show you, which I think if showing multiple types of cards is a criteria for my it isn't, by the way, for my showcase of pre-war cards. This card will make it just right on that score. This is a 1933 Pacific Coast League Zeenut card, and I picked this card out of a number of options at a bargain basement price due to the creases and the honest rounding. But manager Williams, it was the as you can see from his uniform and also from the label down here, with the San Francisco Seals, and of course their most famous player, and he has a card, I believe, in the 1935 set, and that is Joe DiMaggio. So I don't know whether, I think Vince also played for the Seals. I don't know whether Dominic played for the Seals or how many of Joe's other brothers might have played for the Seals. But in any case, Vince is the one who really probably most directly responsible for Joe being a Yankee, because he recommended him to the Yankees, and they signed him and sent him to the minors for a little seasoning. But he tore up the minor league in 1935 and was brought up for the 1936 spring training. You can see the card that features him in his spring training uniform. It's the 1936. I think it's the it's the R313, the National Chickle Premium, and it has his number as 18 instead of the number 5, which you know him at more familiarly. These cards are small, and they don't have anything on the backs. They're just plain backs, and so I looked it up and discovered that it was because of the numbering, not so much. But this card doesn't have a number on it for the year, but it is in the vintage baseball card set book, and it I think it's the 1933. But if it's not, it's within a year or so. And so that's what I have to show you today. Let's get back to our square one, and I will. I say this is really the 8th and final video on my series of showcase of pre-war cards. You've seen the elephant for the most part. Now I didn't show you all of the completed set of 39 play ball cards or the other 41 play ball cards that I have that are not Joe DiMaggio, and the 1940 play balls. So I don't have all of those. They're not completed sets, but the 39 set is complete. So that's what I have for you to look at. And with that in mind, this is Rocketrickj18 from the launching pad, and wishing you that all your collecting dreams come true.